Hello and welcome. My name is Rashim Mokha and I'm your host for this Empowered Women of the World podcast. This podcast is for you. It is for me and it is for all women who want to take charge of their career and happiness. In this weekly podcast, we will talk about technology, we'll talk about leadership, and we will talk about mindfulness. We'll talk about how you can discover, visualize, and actualize your success, whatever that means to you. We will also talk about our common opponent, the conscious and unconscious bias which we deal with on daily basis, and we'll share ways to navigate work politics. At the end of each podcast, I will share with you a tip or a resource that you can use to be successful. It's going to be a fun ride, so hop on and join me on this journey every week. Did you know that we are over 27 countries strong and our tribe is growing? Today's podcast is special because we have an eWOW member with us from Japan, Spruti Unnamatla. She is in her third year business management from Asia Pacific University and from service trips from East Timor to teaching English to children in Cambodia. Spruti has been empowering the next generation. Welcome to the show, Spruti.
Hello.
Hi. So, Shruti, tell us about the inspiring work that you have been doing.
So, I've created this passion for social service for the past 5 years now. And my first encounter was going to East Timor as a service member. And there was a group of 5 of us. And we basically taught children living over there ages 6 to 17 culture around the world, especially focusing on Japanese culture. But the main purpose of going there was to build relationships between us and the families and the students over there. And as you said, Cambodia, I became part of this group called TASL, and we taught children English through video lessons. And this was students from the age 3, 4, all the way up to 20, and maybe not children anymore. And then I've taken part in other organizations that really empower young children to take on their dreams. And one of them was a World Organization of Girls. And this is basically an organization where we highlight a girl or a woman in her before she turns 20. And we basically talk about how education and how she's developed in society. And so those are some of the organizations that I've taken part of.
Awesome. And you have been doing this for last 5 years, right?
Right. I started World Organization of Girls this year, starting in university.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So what got you interested in empowering young girls through education?
So one thing I strongly believe is education is very valuable, and there's so many women out there fighting for education. And I think education really enhances curiosity and brings out what you're really interested in and what you really want to do. And I believe that in society where women are really pressured and don't really have it that easy, education really makes them want to strive for a better cause for themselves mainly, and helps them dream bigger and create higher goals for themselves. And that's why I think that young girls who are just developing, education is so valuable to them.
Absolutely. And through education comes empowerment. That's what we believe at eWOW too.
Right.
So what are your future plans, Spruti? What's brewing in your mind?
So right now, apart from education, I want to continue my career in business management, hopefully bringing along my passion for social service and volunteer work. So that's what I'd like to do. But talking about social service, I'd like to continue to be part of this eWOW platform where we have a big voice to empower all women around the world to do what they really can do best, and also be part of other organizations that spread a deeper meaning for the betterment of society.
Absolutely. We're wonderful to have you on the platform. And whom do you draw your inspiration from?
So the 2 people I mainly draw inspiration from are my parents, my mom and my dad. And I see the glimpse of what the real world looks like these days. And they work so hard and they support me every single day, and they've given me a core, a belief system, foundation that really helps me go achieve what I want to do and go beyond that, but fall back when I really need to, and then come back even stronger. And I also take inspiration from books. I've read a lot of books these past 3 years in college, and I've learned something valuable from each book, and it's been an experience reading books as well.
Awesome.
And I think one book that everyone should read is Fast Track Your Leadership, because I think it really empowers one person to see what leadership is from the core, instead of leadership as just what it is. So
yeah, thank you for that recommendation for Fast Track Your Leadership Career. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for being on the show, Spruti. If you are an inspiring emerging woman leader, or if you know of someone who is an inspiration to you, please email us at empoweredwow@gmail.com, and we would love to have them on the podcast. And today's free resource for you is free access to our eWOW learning platform that has videos on technology and leadership from industry leaders. I'm also making available a lot of recordings from the conferences that I speak at. I'm sure that you'll find value in these videos. The link is in the show notes below, and it's free access, so please leverage it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for loving, liking, supporting, and sharing the podcast. Remember, sharing is caring. I love your feedback, emails, and messages, so please keep them coming. I look forward to seeing you again in our next podcast. Till then, keep empowering the world.